is Mistaken Identity, and it's out now. Please welcome the always lovely Delta Goodrem. Now, of course, first... Oh, they're talking all the time. First and foremost, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're 20 human years old.
I know, 20...
How's that? What did you do? What did you do?
Well, nothing really. It was just like I woke up, my dad said happy birthday, and then my mum said happy birthday, my brother, and then I came to work. That was it. Like, basically just got on the plane to Melbourne and came here and visited you guys.
Because we do, it's your birthday, and we appreciate the fact that you're here. That's so lovely. When you say you woke up, they weren't just standing around you, like waiting for you to wake up.
No, they definitely No, they definitely weren't doing that. But no, they were just all just. It was just like a normal morning, but kind of this year I was just like happy to be home. I was at home and it was like great to just be saying, hey, I'm at home. That's great.
It must be nice because, I mean, we haven't seen you since February of last year, I think was the last time you were here. And obviously a lot has happened in the meantime. Now, obviously everybody knows about what happened with your health, Hodgkin's disease. Everyone knows the story well and truly.
Definitely do.
But how are things now? Like, you're back at work now, but I hope you're still taking it easy to a certain extent.
I am, I promise you I'm taking it easy. It's exciting. I'd forgotten what it was like to have this much energy, and every single day it's just getting stronger, and it's exciting, you know? It's really good to feel it again.
Everyone's very happy. Especially because, you know, when you're going through something like any kind of cancer treatment or something like that, there's all these various treatments that they use on you, but you're needle phobic. So when you have to go through something like chemotherapy, it has to go through with a needle. What do you do?
Well, yeah, it's a little concerning when you have needle phobia. But you know, when it first happened, when they first started like doing the biopsies in the neck and these big needles walked out, I was out cold, and that was just the first day with all these needles they did and the tests when they first sort of check you out and say what's wrong with you, and then basically I sort of had to get used to it. You just kind of you do it because you have to, and then so I was thinking, so many people do this, and I admire how people just keep going at it, because you become very like prone to it. You just kind of go, oh, hello moth.
Oh, you got a little moth there.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. He's left over from Ranger Station from last week.
You know, like it's like again, and you start to become this expert of, I know, you know, you should be going there, and
that vein's no good.
Yes, exactly. But you know, it's okay.
Now, when you're talking, you're saying that they had to. Yeah, they were saying that you had to, do operations on your nodules in your throat. I mean, that for a person who relies on their voice, it must have been a fairly scary thing. What did you think it was going to affect you in any way?
No, of course. I mean, like everybody who goes through cancer treatment, it has to be, they've got a unique situation, it's their own situation, they deal with it in different ways. And for me, my singing and my voice was something that I needed to look after. I mean, everybody's different, they have to look after something. And I know when they told me that there was a few problems with when it came to radiation and chemo with my singing, it was like that was the one thing that made my life what it was, and we had to just really work out what we could do to keep it safe and to keep it able to, when I come back, to strengthen it, and like an athlete being out, get it fit again. And I'm excited because it's been taking a long time, but it's exciting to get my voice fit again and start singing for people.
Do you find that it's very therapeutic in a way that you have your music as an outlet for all you? I mean, it's a very emotional album, and there's a lot of what was happening for you at the time has made it onto the album. Did you find that was very helpful?
Oh, completely. You know, I think it's so. I mean, maybe I'm too honest in my songs, and you know, I kind of go, but I can't sing anything else I haven't experienced. And I think the album, I really tried hard to make sure that there was the truthfulness in it, and there was the dark songs that say, yeah, it wasn't a great year, but then there's also the sides of, you know, we're still singing, and that's exciting. And it really was something that I found an interesting process, because when I started writing it was very dark and very intense and talking about all these things that had never crossed my life before, and then all of a sudden as the writing went on it started to become a little bit lighter and a little bit more positive and starting to be a bit more reflective. So.
And speaking of truth in songs, you're going to be performing Out of the Blue for us later on tonight, which we're very excited about.
Yes.
Is it hard for you to perform a song that everybody knows what it's about?
Do you know what it's about? Really? I would have never guessed.
They kept that one a secret.
They did. No, you know what? I think songs have their initial thoughts, and I really think that they come from a certain place at that time, and then they take on this whole other life. It's my song. I'm still really proud of that song, and I love people still listening to it, and hopefully they can just enjoy the song for its song. I think so many people can relate to the song in other ways. They don't have to think about me with it. Like, they can just think about it in their own way of having someone out of the blue.
And is it tough for you too? Because I mean, you've had this before too. Because when Innocent Eyes came out, you had the same thing with everything you were going through with treatment, and everybody almost wants to talk about everything other than your album. And you've got the same thing now as well. I can't open a paper without just going, it's not your fault, but it's like it's Delta, and she's not with Mark anymore. And then the next day, she's still not with Mark, just in case you were interested. Now,
I'm not with Mark.
And at the time, 19 too. You know, when I was 19, the biggest thing I had to worry about in a breakup was making sure I got all my CDs back from it. You know, just on the, that side of things.
Yes.
Is it hard trying to deal with all the things a normal person has to deal with when you're having to see it every day in the news or on the paper?
Sure, you know, it's I don't think anybody gets used to it. But you go, I guess it's part and parcel of the job. I get to do something really, there's the positives and the negatives. I get to tour in it next year, and that's something I go, you know what, like, people got to know me through my music in the beginning, and I think it's just that rediscovering, you know what, let's just I blocked myself in 4 walls and just wrote the best album I could again, and just say, you know what, let's just get to know me again through my music, and that's the best way I could sort of talk out. And the other side of it, I guess I just kind of got to keep going, hey, I get to tour next year and sing, and that's going to be exciting. And
now that is going to be exciting.
I'm sorry she gets sick of me on the papers.
That's not your fault. Do you feel like sometimes saying, hey, just leave me the hell alone?
Again, like I just kind of go like, I'll just do my job and do my music, and I love connecting with people. I love talking to people. Then I'll say, like, hey, Rove, how's it going? And then we'll just focus on that. So.
And the tour is going to be very exciting for you. Like, is it going to be a little bit overwhelming for you? Like, being out there, because it'll be the first time a show where this isn't the Arias where it's everybody else and you get to get up and perform.
Yeah.
This is people who have just come to see you. That's got to be exhilarating for you.
It is, you know, and because it's that personal connection of feeling that actual, like, we're singing the songs together, and there's that interaction, and I feel that I haven't been able to do that yet, and you release an album, it's like it's in people's homes, but you want to really sing them for people, bring them into a world, and I find that with touring, at least, it's not just 4 minutes on a show. No offense, I love coming on the show and singing. 4 minutes. But it's like you go, like, let's sing for an hour and a half, relax, take off our shoes, and keep singing. You know?
You love performing without your shoes. Now, Katie Lang does it because she's a vegetarian, can't find. Sorry, that's just. Talk about out of the blue. That's where that one came from. But she's another person I know. But even when she sings, she doesn't wear shoes.
Really?
Yeah, and for her, it's because she's a vegan and it's the leather thing.
Oh.
For you, is it just a comfort thing for you, or is it just? Can you play? I'm as dumb as dog shit. I don't know much about it. But when you're playing the piano, is it just easier to feel the music?
Completely.
When you
I know. It's
I'm a lot
true.
smarter than I thought.
It's like, I think.
Not the TV.
I think that it's like, besides the fact that my knee's quite tall when I have my high heels on, I found when I first started, if I had high heels on, my knee kept hitting the top of the piano. I'm like, that's no good. I'm playing and it starts to hit. So take them off and you feel the vibrations in the piano.
Well, that's going to be lovely, and we're very much looking forward to that
Thank
later
you very much.
But as I mentioned, it is your birthday, and we are very
Yes.
appreciative of the fact that you came and visited
Thanks
us
for
tonight. So,
having me.
as a special happy 20th birthday, we've just got a lovely
thank you
bunch
so
of flowers
much.
for you. To say thank you very much.